Scott, our weather pattern already starting to make a change. We've got a little bit of rain on radar as expected. A few spotty showers south and west of Indianapolis. These stretch from near Terre Haute to Bedford, and it's just the beginning of a big weather pattern change. We're under the threat of severe weather, an enhanced level 3 from Indianapolis north, especially late in the day tomorrow. We're not anticipating what we're dealing with now through the early part of tomorrow to be severe, but there will be some downpours and some rumbles of thunder that will impact the early part of the Thursday morning drive. That exits quickly. We've got lots of dry time and high temperatures 80 to 85 ahead of storms, a line of storms potentially severe. I'll cover the timeline in just a few minutes.
All right, Angela, we'll see you in a little bit. Tonight, one person is dead after a shooting on the east side of Indianapolis. All of this unfolding around 8 tonight near 21st and Shadeland. Right now, we're working to get information from Metro Police about the person who was killed and what led to the gunfire. Investigators tell us they did not have any details about a possible suspect, but if you have any information about this shooting, please call IMPD or Crime Stoppers. Again, you do not have to give your name. Tonight, a letter carrier is recovering after she was stabbed multiple times. This happened along her route in Kokomo. Police tell us they arrested a 62-year-old woman in the case. Right now, we're working to learn her motivation, but here's what we do know. After the stabbing, police say the suspect got into 2 car crashes before she was then taken into custody. She's facing several preliminary charges tonight, including attempted murder and possession of meth. Now, we talked to neighbors today who rushed outside to help that USPS worker.
The lady was wearing a jacket. None of us had jackets on, so I had her take her jacket off, and I held it around her head while my roommate was holding her leg for her.
We reached out to the Postal Service tonight. A spokesperson for USPS confirms the agency is involved in this investigation, and they are grateful that carrier is going to be okay. Here's a look at the other stories making headlines right now. Attorneys for the man charged with killing 2 women found dead on Midhofer Road are again arguing their client is not competent to stand trial. A judge just ordered another competency hearing for David Heiner. He's accused of killing 58-year-old Shannon Lassier and 52-year-old Marion Weiss within days of each other back in February of 2024. Heiner's trial is postponed pending the results of this evaluation. Investigators just released the name of the woman who was killed after her car crashed into a business on the west side. The Marion County Coroner's Office identified the driver as 19-year-old Anaya Bromeling. The crash happened Sunday at the Target at 38th near 465. Gleaners Food Bank is now helping local TSA workers affected by this ongoing partial government shutdown. The organization is holding food distributions on Mondays. So far, Gleaners leaders say they have seen more than 100 TSA workers show up for help. The food bank will continue the distributions as long as the shutdown continues. Tonight, there are plans in Muncie to expand the YWCA. That organization bought the former Garfield Elementary School from the Muncie Housing Authority. The CEO tells us that location will help them provide more resources to families. Renovations are expected to begin later this year. The Y plans to move in by 2028. Remember, you can find all of our latest local stories streaming anytime. Just scan this QR code on your screen. Tonight, Purdue is gearing up for tomorrow's Sweet 16 showdown against Texas. Tip-off now less than 24 hours away in San Jose. A final postseason run for a senior class all over the record books. This team knows what's on the line, and so do fans. A trip to Indianapolis and the Final Four. But for the Purdue faithful, it boils down to boiler up. Our Eli Gain is in California tonight with the team. He caught up with head coach Matt Painter, the players, and an opponent that knows this program well.
Welcome into the SAP Center here in San Jose, the site and location of the Sweet 16 matchups in the West region of the NCAA bracket. Tipping things off will be Purdue and Texas. 2 teams with the same goal in mind, surviving and advancing to Saturday to get one step closer to Indianapolis. The Boilermakers have been here, done that, led by 3 seniors who have experienced everything together. That togetherness is a reason this team is feeling confident, but understanding the challenge the Longhorns present.
I mean, I don't know if it's Cinderella, if they're Power 5 and they're a good team. But, you know, it's just staying mentally locked in and not giving any chance to show a weakness.
Yeah, it's win or go home. I've lost to a 16 seed before, so not too worried about nothing other than going out and doing our job, making sure we're ready to go right from the tip.
I think that's, you know, what it's all about is like how you're playing, you know, right now and how you got to be able just to push forward, but excited about the challenge. We know this is going to be a very, very difficult game.
And Purdue will be going against a familiar face. Cam Heide transferred to the Longhorns after spending the past 3 seasons in West Lafayette. Now they'll go head-to-head with a chance to go to the Elite 8. Despite being on different teams, there's still a lot of respect between Heide and his former teammates.
I think it's very, you know, unique, honestly. You know, not a lot of people get to do this. You know, obviously, I think it's pretty cool, but, you know, the mentality is it's just another game. You know, obviously, they're going to try to go out and win the game. I'm going to try to go out and win the game. So, you know, on a deeper level, it's pretty cool, but, you know, obviously, you know, the main goal is to win the game tomorrow.
We were great friends, obviously roommates for a couple of years, so a guy we spent a lot of time with, but now it's time to go. So we gotta take it to him tomorrow, but it's all love in the end.
The Boilermakers and Longhorns scheduled to tip off at 7 o'clock here at the SAP Center. Be sure to follow along with us on Channel 13 over the air and online at WTHR+. For 13 Sports, I'm Eli Gain.
And the Final Four arrives here in Indianapolis a week from Saturday. There are concerts and fan activations all over downtown Indy. We've got a full list of the events for you right now over on WTHR.com. We'll also want to let you know there are road closures as crews set up for all that fun and the thousands of fans heading to our city. Police expect more restrictions in the coming days. Tomorrow, city leaders will lay out the public safety plans ahead of the big weekend. Our Ashton Hackman will be there for that announcement. You'll see his coverage tomorrow here on Channel 13.